Hi, and welcome back to the Black Business Review, where I, Joel Branham, will be reviewing Black-owned products and Black businesses here for you. So today I will be reviewing a hauling company named Andy's Hauling. Okay, so let me give you a little background on the story. I own a child care, so I needed some toys and some trash dumped from my backyard. So it just so happened one day as I was taking the kids to the park, I see a truck, a white truck right in front of me, and on the back of the truck it says Andy's Hauling. So I think, great, African American owned, they can help me take out the trash, perfect. About a week later, I call the number, the guy picks up, Andy. Andy and I speak over the phone, so he comes to my house to see the trash that he needs to haul. He comes that Friday after work. It was around 6 o'clock, and he's at the bottom of the stairs, huffing and puffing about the stairs. I do have a lot of stairs, quite a few of stairs. Okay, just to clear and be fair, I do have quite a bit of stairs to get to my apartment. I'm on the 3rd floor. Okay, so he gets to the top. He tells me he wants about $240, $250 to do the job. I tell him that's out of my price range. I don't, I'm not feeling it. So he's like, okay, let me do it for $200. Okay. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give you a call in a little bit, and then we'll go from there. So later that night, or maybe an hour or two later, I gave him a call, let him know that it was a go for $200. So he says, okay, I'll be there tomorrow around 8, 9 o'clock, whatever time he says. Well, that day comes, he doesn't call me. Somebody else calls me. Now, I forget the guy's name. We're going to call him Chad, okay? Chad is Andy's brother. Chad gets on the phone with me and permits to introduce himself and then tell me he's coming to pick up my trash, okay? Because his brother Andy is not feeling well, and that's what he's doing. So I go, oh, okay, very interesting. I'm surprised Andy didn't give me, the customer, a call back and say, hey, I'm not feeling well, but I'm going to have somebody else take over the job. He's trustworthy, da-da-da, da-da-da. Okay? So I'm thinking that would have been the appropriate thing to do. But at the very least, I'm assuming that he gave him the very basic details. Maybe Andy was really, really sick, and so maybe he gave him the basic details like, hey, we agreed upon $200. It's at the 3rd floor. Here's our address. This is what I'm thinking. Well, none of that takes place, and I only find out that later. As I'm on the phone with Chad, I have to give him directions. That's when I realize he didn't get the information from Andy. So what I do is I send it to his phone, so then that way he can not quest it. Well, he doesn't not quest it. He continues to have his secretary, which I believe is his girlfriend, call me for directions. Now, mind you, I'm running a child care. I don't really have time to give directions, but I do. So I end up having to go meet them at the 7-Eleven by my house because I don't know why they didn't use directions. I don't know. But I end up having to go get them, meet them, bring them back. When I bring the brother back, as soon as he comes in, now I run a child care. The kids are sleeping. He's loud, right? And so then he goes, oh, well, how much did y'all talk about? I said, we talked about $200 for all of this plus the 2 couches. I'm going to need $250. Okay. You should probably talk to Andy. This is what I say. You going to need $250, then you should probably talk to Andy. He says to me, well, man, I'm over here. I'm just doing it a favor. I'm just doing Andy a favor. I said, I know, which is why you need to ask Andy for whatever money you think you deserve or need, because that's something you guys should have talked about before you decided to take this job and put me in the middle of it. So I agreed upon $200. That's what I have. Of course, he moves the stuff. He's not happy. He's grumpy. He's complaining. He threw the couch over and just had a really bad attitude, bad energy, bad demeanor. And I will be inserting a clip of the stuff that he had to haul, the stairs, so you can kind of get a gist of it. Here to make a quick clip so you guys can see the stuff that Andy's haul was supposed to haul for me. This is the couch because he just moved the couch out to sectional. And here is the pile of toys and garbage. And so that is the stuff. Those are the stairs, and those are the pillows that you see of all the stuff that was supposed to be hauled. Anyways, he ends up moving some of the stuff, some of it, but he just is complaining, and there's a bad vibe in my house. So by this time, he's already woken up all the kids in my house, and his bad energy's got to go. So I get the kids and my son and a friend of mine to kind of help me move the rest of the stuff down the stairs, so he don't even got to do it, right? So he decides that he's not going to move the last 2 bins, even though we discussed this. It was with everything else. He's not going to take the last 2 bins of garbage. And he's yelling at me from the bottom of the stairs to the top of the stairs on how he's not going to take the garbage, even though we just spoke about this 2 minutes ago. Well, if you know me in real life, you know we not going to have no conversation with you way down the stairs. I'm way up the stairs. If you want to say something to me, you better come see me. And if you can't come see me, I'm finna come see you. So that's what I did. I walked down the stairs and asked him what he was saying, because I couldn't hear that from way over here. But now that I'm here, please explain what it was that you were trying to explain for me way down here. So he permits to tell me that I should just put it in my garbage can. I tell him no, because that's why I'm paying you. Otherwise, that's what I would have done. He kind of argues with me and starts, this is why I didn't want to do this anyway. Excuse me? Really unprofessional. Long story short, I ended up paying the man. I could not wait to get him away from here. Bad energy, bad customer service. Then on top of all of that, he was late. He was supposed to be here at 3, showed up at 3:45. Okay? So you're late, demanding more money, or asking for more money, complaining the whole time. You wake up the kids that I already got going on after you. That's one of the things I told you I didn't want to happen. And you want me to pay you more money? So unfortunately, as you can tell from this story, Andy won't be getting a good review. Andy's hauling in Oakland. This is definitely not town business. This is not how I've witnessed small businesses in East Oakland or Oakland to be. And unfortunately, this is my first not good rate of a business. So unfortunately, if I had to rate Andy's hauling, A, being African American friendly, F, being fall back and start all over again, Andy would for sure get an F. Maybe a D. But Andy would for sure get an F. 1, he was not professional. And I'm going to show you how he was not professional. If you didn't want to take the job, you could have said no. It's called communication. 2, if you're going to send somebody else because you get sick or you don't want to do it or something happens, the professional thing, the courteous thing to do is to call the customer first, let them know about any changes, and see if they're willing to still move forward, then take it from there. And then, if you're going to send a replacement, family or not, you should probably make sure that the replacement is professional, because they're a reflection on you. So unfortunately, Andy didn't do well at all. And then the person that you sent was late, demanding more money. So unfortunately, Andy's hauling in Oakland, you do not get a good rating from me. Maybe I will try again to work with you to see if we can get your rating up. But as for right now, I would not recommend you or your services to anybody in the African American community who want to spend their hard-earned dollars supporting other small business owners who are representing the community and the culture really well. I would not spend my money with you. I do not recommend anybody spend their money with this man. I mean, unless you just want really, really bad service. And so, as always, if you know somebody with a business, if you got a business, your mama got a business, your sister got a business, your cousin got a business, somebody you know of African American descent, black, melanated, colored, goddess of the sun, god of the sun, anybody from that, any of y'all got businesses, products, anything, drop the link information down below so I can rate it here.